This is about Catherine Ferguson. She's a New Mexico artist and illustrator. Her mother's her grandmother moved her family out of Detroit circa 1950 and brought them to New Mexico. Her mother, Susan Ferguson, went to Mexico and studied art at the Escuela Nacional Pintura y Escultura. It's an institution also known as La Esmeralda under Frida Kahlo and Francisco Zunga. Susan Ferguson met her husband there, and they had a daughter, Catherine. They came and settled in Galisteo. Catherine became an artist, illustrator, and a poetress. Here's some pictures of Galisteo, the old church, the official scenic marker for Galisteo, and a sunset showing Galisteo in the background. In 2012, Catherine wrote a haunting poem called Curse of La Llorona. This poem brings to life the legend of La Llorona, the weeping woman who haunts New Mexico's rivers. It's a story of grief and culture tied to the land. It retells the story of La Llorona, a ghostly figure from folklore who mourns her lost children by the water. In New Mexico, La Llorona is a powerful symbol of sadness and history. Her words painted a vivid picture, much like her artwork, which shows places like Black Mesa or flowing rivers. Her ability to blend poetry and painting makes this poem special, capturing the speaking yet beautiful spirit of the Southwest. This poem fits perfectly into New Mexico's storytelling traditions. La Llorona is a tale told for generations, often near rivers or community ditches that water the land. These waterways are a big part of New Mexico's culture, tied to stories of survival and identity, especially for Chicano and Native American communities. Ferguson's poem reflects these themes of loss and belonging, making it a great example for projects like this one. The paintings of the landscape add yet another layer connecting the poem to the land that we see around us. She is famous for doing retablos and images of saints on wood and sometimes even on car metal. Catherine has written numerous poetry chapbooks and won 2 New Mexico Book Awards, one for poetry as co-author of The Sound the Raven Makes, and another for her retablo illustrations in You Make the Sky Bend. In 2017, Sunstone Press in Santa Fe published her book of poems, I Thought You Would Be Shelter. While her primary inspiration is nature, Catherine's mother, artist Susan Ferguson, was a major influence. And in 2014 and 2016, their work was featured together at El Museo Cultural. Catherine has been a member of the Galisteo Studio Tour from its conception and for over 26 years, following a period that she wasn't showing. She has now happily returned. As you can see, I showed we have had Native Americans, the Hokum Native American settlements in the Arizona desert had canals and ditches in circa 12,000 CE. We have had in New Mexico and Arizona, we have had living by ditches. We're the desert, so we have been living to get our water to grow our crops and have our food through the ditches. The aquifers and the ditches are a very big part of life in New Mexico. So there we go.